Mumbai sinks once more under relentless rain. From trains to flights, the city's heartbeat is paralyzed. Schools, colleges are shut following over 500 millimeters of rain in 84 hours. And the weather department warns of more rain. WION's Disha Shah bringing you this next report.
It's the fourth consecutive day and the financial capital city Mumbai has come to a standstill. The IMD had issued a red alert for the city on Tuesday.
The city that never sleeps has been forced to a staggering halt. Torrential rain has battered Mumbai round the clock. Hotspots like Vikhroli, Andheri, Dadar, Chembur and Borivali transforming into ankle-deep lakes. Pavements vanish, cars stuck in floodwater, headlights blinking like beacons in the murk.
It has been recorded as the wettest August season so far in the last 5 years as far as Mumbai city is concerned, because the overnight rains and the continuous rainfall since Tuesday morning has made Mumbai into a complete standstill.
Soaked commuters huddled under umbrellas wait atop bus stands, peering into the drizzle for any sign of commute. But the main blow comes with the suspension of Mumbai's beloved trains, the arterial network that feeds millions into the beating heart of India's financial capital. Major routes freeze, leaving thousands stranded. Long lines snake out from shuttered stations. Desperate travelers scramble for auto rickshaws, only to find roads drowning as well.
It's the fourth consecutive day and India's financial capital city Mumbai is witnessing heavy showers, and heavy rains have caused the city to a complete standstill. Here we are in one such location which is completely waterlogged. We are at Science Gandhi Market area, right here on the Eastern Express Highway, which connects to the major parts of the city, and this area is completely waterlogged.
Flight delays pile up at Mumbai airport, with runways struggling against rising water and panicked schedules. Yet, in true spirit, with schools shut, children turned flooded streets into playgrounds. Splashes, laughter and fun.
Last 4 days we've seen consistent heavy rainfall here in Mumbai, and today particularly it's been heaviest because since morning it is pouring relentlessly, and more than 30 locations across Mumbai have already been submerged underwater.
The Indian Meteorological Department has sounded a red alert, forecasting extremely heavy rainfall through at least August 20th. Intensity may recede only by week's end, with authorities urging caution, work from home and clearing low-lying access. Across Maharashtra, flood warnings echo and urban flood maps flicker in control rooms. Right now, Mumbai battles on, drenched but undeterred, waiting for the skies to clear and the tracks to reopen. With Disha Shah, Bureau Report, WION World is One.
A silent collapse is underway in America's farmlands. Honeybees are dying by the millions. Yet, halfway across the world, China's bees are buzzing stronger than ever, reaching record highs. So why are U.S. hives collapsing while China's colonies thrive? We uncover that in our next report.
They are tiny wings that keep the world fed. Honeybees, nature's most tireless workers. 1/3 of all crops on Earth depend on their pollination. Without them, supermarket shelves would run empty. We would find it difficult to put food on our plate. Yet, in the United States, an alarming die-off is unfolding. From June 2024 to January this year, the U.S. lost a staggering 62% of its managed colonies, the worst collapse ever recorded. Beekeepers opened their hives to silence. No buzzing, no swarming, just empty combs. Scientists traced the culprit in June. Viruses carried by varroa mites, a parasite that clings to bees. For decades, American beekeepers fought infestations with a chemical weapon named amitraz. But the mites adapted, developed resistance, and left colonies defenseless. The result, a wave of death spreading across U.S. farmland. In sharp contrast across the Pacific, China is reporting a boom. Its bee population surged to a record 15 million colonies last year, a 25% rise, the highest in decades. So why the difference? Unlike in the U.S., where beekeeping is industrialized, Chinese farmers still use traditional hives, wooden boxes, village-scale practices. Less industrial pesticide use in certain regions, and strong government-backed bee research have helped colonies grow. And while America struggles to protect its pollinators, China is exporting honey at record levels. Experts warn this imbalance could hit global food chains, because bees don't just make honey, they sustain agriculture itself. Without them, supermarkets would turn empty, diets would shrink, economies would stagger. The world's future may well rest on the wings of a buzzing insect. And the survival of honeybees is, in truth, the survival of us all.
In the land of polished podiums, sharp suits and strained diplomacy, the White House remains a stage not just for policy, but for performance. Behind the curtain of diplomacy are awkward photo ops and unexpected phone calls. In the next few minutes, we will get you up to speed with what was behind the scenes and the smiles at the White House yesterday. In the Oval Office on Monday, U.S. President Donald Trump displayed a map showing frontline and combat areas in Ukraine. The map was titled Ukraine-Russia Conflict and showed Ukrainian territories under Russian control. This map that you see on your screens right now may have served as a reference point for Trump and Zelensky to discuss territorial concessions that would be included in a peace deal with Russia. And later on camera and addressing Trump and EU leaders, Zelensky spoke about taking the map back home.
He showed the President a lot of details on the battlefield, on the map. Thank you so much. Thank you for the map, by the way.
Good map.
It was great. Yeah. I'm thinking how to take it back.
We'll get you.
No. I think that we had constructive, specific meeting, and I'm very thankful to all the leaders who are here, and you help a lot, and so we are happy that we have such big unity today.
Second, Trump's surprise phone call to Putin in the middle of a discussion with European leaders. The US president dialed his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin, and they spoke about efforts to reach a Ukraine deal. Leaders of Britain, Germany, Italy, Finland, Ukraine and NATO were sitting opposite him at the Oval Office table when the phone call was made. Third, and perhaps a highlight of the meet, was Zelensky's attire as to what he was wearing. The Ukrainian president had changed not just his tactics for Trump for this Oval Office meet, he'd also swapped the military-style clothing that has been made his de facto uniform since the war with Russia began in 2022. This time around, Zelensky chose a militarized pantsuit, wearing an all-black jacket, shirt and slacks by Ukrainian fashion designer Viktor Anemisov. Listen in to the US President Donald Trump's reaction to Zelensky's new look.
First of all, Mr. President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you look good.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks good on
I
you.
said the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's I remember that.
Yeah, I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed. You are not.
Maybe yours is much better.
And then there was the hot mic moment that has created a stir. Caught on the microphone was US President Donald Trump telling French President Emmanuel Macron, Vladimir Putin wants to make a deal for me. This exchange came just before the multilateral meeting between Zelensky, Trump and the EU leaders. Well, at the high-stakes White House summit, where security guarantees and land swap negotiations were discussed, one unspoken directive echoed through European delegations. Be nice to Trump. European leaders, armed with policy papers and rehearsed smiles, thanked Trump time and again. It was not just the EU leaders there who followed the quiet mantra. Zelensky too joined the chorus, showing how everyone at the high-stakes White House meeting played along and praised President Trump, no matter the stakes. Not just once or twice. Zelensky thanked Trump 8 times during his Oval Office meet. Well, the European leaders had come to the White House armed with carefully crafted policy points and even more carefully crafted compliments. The high-stakes summit wrapped up faster than expected, so fast that there was no dinner served, something which also happened during the Alaska summit with Putin. Apart from that, as is now the norm with leaders visiting the White House, Trump gave Macron and Zelensky a tour of the MAGA hat collection. He even gifted them his 4 more years hat. And lastly, the White House appeared to have covered up Donald Trump's ankles from an official photo from his meeting with Zelensky. Trump's swollen ankles were hard to miss as his slacks crept up and his shin while sitting down with Zelensky. But in a photo from the meeting posted by the White House's X account, the angle conveniently placed Trump's Air Force One model in front of his enlarged lower limbs. And well, that was the gist of the high-stakes meeting in the White House. No toasts, no formal dinner, just polite applause. Feel awkward photo ops, and Zelensky saying thank you more times than anyone could count.